Howdy! This video was first edited in 2016 in Normandy, France. Footage is not of high quality, but it is an important video that shows how to deal with a very disrespectful horse that tended to rear a lot. Ushuaia was a 7-year-old Halflinger mare who never learned how to behave properly. She learned how to paw, how to run over everyone, how to be pushy and fidgety, and how to rear and to rear again and again. Her owner called me for a private one-day clinic in order to fix the problems. Usually, I do not have to be that firm. But here, I needed to adjust to the bad behavior of that horse, a direct consequence of bad habits in the past. 6 hours later, things were settled, and the lady could ride her horse peacefully. How to get that result? It's actually quite simple. First, get the attention of the horse. Second, make sure you take control of his moves. Third, offer the horse peace and security. That's the recipe to become a good leader in the herd. I started naturally by the groundwork fundamentals that I present in my program. These are the very basics I use when starting to educate or fix a horse. Indeed, the horse needs to understand that you will become his leader, no matter what. On the other hand, you need to show your horse that he should never be afraid to be around you, that you will take care of him. Backing up is the first step. The goal is to teach the horse to keep his position, to leave your personal space. Moreover, in her case, she also needed to stay focused. Lunging comes next. You have to take control of your horse's moves. Do not let him decide when or where he wants to go. In a herd, the leader is in charge of all the other individuals, and that's what your horse expects from you. Sometimes, people tend to think they're nice when letting the horse doing whatever they want, but it's all the contrary. They make the horse feel insecure in having to take care of himself. In this example, taking control of both ends of the horse independently is the key to become a gentle leader. So just feel free to change direction again and again. Send your horse on a circle to the right, then to the left, back to the right. Well, you got it. Eventually, during the clinics, owners do the job, and they have to become the leader. After our lunch break, about 1 hour, Ushuaia unfortunately had the time to get stressed, as she was not used to be left alone in the stall. She felt quite anxious and fidgety. Her owner started the groundwork fundamentals again to make sure her mare would be on the same page. That is a must-have if you want your horse to learn anything. The third fundamental exercise is to desensitize the horse. Ushuaia did not need it much, so we moved quite quickly to the most important thing, getting in control of the legs. Circles and half circles are great for this, as it changes direction quickly. Yet, the challenge is to perform smooth changes, shifting from the hind end to the front end. Eventually, that is what we look for. Quite different from a few hours ago, right? Now we have a gentle horse, feeling good around her owner. Fundamentals have made the horse relaxed. She feels good with us, and we can start her education. That is the second part of the first day in clinics, groundwork foundations, starting with the soft feel from the ground. Then we work on the lateral flexion. The idea is to feel the horse, to obtain a response as light and soft as possible. Eventually, by the end of the day, the owner becomes a rider again, and we can work the first exercises under saddle. Lateral flexion, that will become the one range stop. Positions in the saddle to walk and stop the horse, and the soft feel with the first steps backwards. As you see, with the right method and the right principles, in just one day, a lot can be achieved with any horse. Thank you for watching.